and you are not standing up for your beliefs, for what you feel, King of Cups twice, for how you want to move, Six of Swords. This might have made you a target, and then you stay in an environment that uses you, Leo. Knows. Hey there, Leo. How are you? It's your forest fairy here. Nice to see you again. Welcome in and welcome back to the 100-Acre Woods, where I read cards out here. So let's read some cards for you, Leo. We're going to start off with the Life is Like a Board Game Tarot deck, and we're going to do a 6-card spread. Taking a look at the present moment, the challenge, your hidden strength, the energy that's all around you, the goal, and then some advice. And then we're going to clarify with the Summer Tarot for more messages, more information, more clarity on this read. And it's a timeless read, Leo, so trust that when it finds you, it was meant to, and it's general. So take it resonates and leave the rest. And it's for all Leo placements. Wherever you have Leo in your chart, the Four of Pentacles popped out on that shuffle there. Four of Pentacles is the present moment. The challenge, King of Cups. Okay. Your hidden strength is the Chariot. I don't think you even know the will to move forward, the will to succeed, your determination. That's your hidden strength. I don't think you might be aware of it, Leo, but I think it's hidden even to you. The energy that's all around you, there, that's what I'm talking about with that Chariot card. Three of Wands, your future plans. The goal is the Page of Pentacles. And your advice, Eight of Cups. You're on the move, Leo. You are on the move. I really felt it strong with the Chariot, then followed up by the Three of Wands, the future plans, manifesting it and trusting in your manifestations with the Page of Pentacles, and then leaving emotionally. And your challenge is this King of Cups. It might be difficult to leave your old life, your old path, your old relationships, your old jobs behind. Bottom of the deck. And that which you might, it's in a relationship, isn't it, Leo? Two of Cups. Okay. It's a bittersweet, it's a somber feel with this Two of Cups. This is a soulmate connection or relationship. This could be a family member, like a sibling. It could be a friendship, a romantic relationship, a partnership, a work partnership, or business partnership that you had a lot of hopes. Like you saw a lot of potential. You had hopes, and sometimes, and I just know this from experience, you can project your hopes and dreams onto other people, and not in a negative way, just that you see the best in them. You hope that they will rise up to the occasion, and then they don't. And you have to, with the Chariot card, have to continue on. They weren't the right partner. They might not have seen your vision or wanted to build with you in whatever that means to you. And it's a real disappointing when you have to leave that behind. All right. Let's clarify. Four of Pentacles. Are you holding on to this relationship? To this dream? To this path? To this vision? Four of Pentacles. Clarify. For the Leap of Leos. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. When the cards don't want to be seen, I'm going to lay them out, Leo, and I'll see you on the flip side. All right, Leo, your tarot's all laid out. Let's see what's clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups. You're holding on to, let's see, also the Seven of Swords. Okay, I can read this two ways. I really see this King of Cups as saying goodbye. Eight of Pentacles, or sorry, Eight of Cups right here. And in your Seven of Swords, so I can see this King of Cups saying, goodbye, see you later. I've invested enough of my emotions, my time, and into someone that's not being honest, into lies. Now, Seven of Swords. This particular Seven of Swords in your deck talks about being used, about not being really aware that you might be in an environment with those that are using you. Okay. It speaks on being a people pleaser instead of having the confrontation, having the conversation, addressing what is truly bothering you. You say and do what you think others expect of you to your own detriment. So this particular Seven of Swords, for me as a reader, speaks on lying to yourself, not being true and honest with yourself. And when it comes out with the King of Cups, it could be you not being true and honest with yourself about how you truly feel, about the depths of your feelings, about the intensity of what you feel. And if someone has not been honest with you, including yourself, Leo, if someone has not been honest with you, you might be with the Four of Pentacles holding on to, like I said, an idea, a dream, a path, an outcome that either does not work with them or does not work for them, this lifestyle, this project or path. This could be belief systems that don't align. And with the King of Cups here, he's just going, okay, see you later. I'm catching the next flight out. I'm out of here. See you later, which is the challenge. And are you holding on to Seven of Swords, lies, deception? Are you cutting your losses, right? The Seven of Swords can also be about cutting your losses, taking 5 swords, leaving 2. And the King of Cups is going, okay, I have compromised enough. I have suppressed my feelings, my thoughts enough, which leads us to the challenges. The King of Cups, clarified by the Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands. The Six of Swords talks about moving away and being okay with moving away. Do you see how she's just floating? It's almost like floating in the sea of emotions. But her mind isn't overactive. Her mind is going with the flow. She knows, it's almost like she's getting in touch with her feelings and going with where they take her. The Seven of Wands in your deck speaks of courage, really. It speaks of being fearless, and you might be in a position to, and right underneath that Seven of Swords, I feel like you've already been here, where you have put your position aside for another. And we have the Two of Cups here, that which you might not see. You might not have been aware that you're people pleasing, and I see that in the Seven of Swords, your people pleasing ways, or wanting to please the other, whether it be business partner, relationship, family member, whatever. And you are not standing up for your beliefs, for what you feel, King of Cups twice, for how you want to move, Six of Swords. This might have made you a target, and then you stay in an environment that uses you, Leo, that knows that through your heart, King of Cups twice, that someone can manipulate, use you. I really feel that. And so with the Seven of Wands showing up, it's you standing up for your beliefs, for your, I keep hearing operating systems. Like, I don't know what you guys do. I mean, it's going to differ for all of you, but there's like something to do with operating systems, like how you operate, how you function, how you move in, let's say, your field, I keep hearing the digital world, or in, maybe you're a creator, maybe you, and again, with this Seven of Wands, he's up on stage, everyone is watching him, everyone's seeing him. You could be a content creator, you could be social media, let's say influencer, you could be someone where now there's a target where you might have, with the Seven of Swords, you might have succumbed, let's say, to sponsorships, and then the sponsors are like, you got to say this, you got to do that, you got to push that, you got to sell that. Sometimes I feel the influencers are just salespeople. Like, as someone who hasn't been a part of social media, I don't participate it, but yet I hear about it, or I will sort of get a glimpse of it and go, oh, they're just salespeople. Like, and as someone who's been in sales, who's been in service, I'm like, oh, salespeople, like, no big deal. But there's this sense with the influencers with the Seven of Swords that they aren't true, that they are lying. And they might be, some of them, to, make the money. again, I think things are changing. Authenticity is going to be the new, I hate to say moneymaker, but it is, where your authenticity, who you truly are, your true belief systems, what you truly think, feel, and um, where you want to move, how you want to move, Six of Swords, that is what is going to be popular. And I see that with the Seven of Wands as he's up on stage and people looking towards him. Okay, Chariot. This is your hidden strength, clarified by the Tower, and there's a car there. It's funny. I did some pre-reads and the Chariot and the Tower kept coming up. Okay, and the Three of Wands. So something has changed dramatically, like Tower, dramatically. And in this, the Tower in your deck talks about going for a drive, basically. And then there's a landslide. This is unexpected, and in the turning around and finding a different way, it leads to new opportunities, which is what this Tower speaks of. The Chariot is about having the will to continue on, the will, the drive, success, in trusting, I'm going to say, in trusting your higher self, trusting the divine, trusting that whatever towers fall, however and whatever happens, you can continue on. You carry on. Three of Wands. You find a way. And again, I see this Three of Wands as a higher perspective. She's literally high up in a tree looking out towards her future. But in this spread, she's looking back in the past, maybe at the Tower that has sent her on in a new direction. Six of Swords. Okay. Three of Wands. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of doubles too. King of Cups twice. Three of Wands twice. Let's continue on. Three of Wands. Sometimes I get so focused in on I don't even know what's ahead. Three of Swords. There's that Three of Swords. Okay. And Two of Swords. You don't know where this new direction is headed. I know you might feel blind to where you're going after a Tower, Chariot. I don't see the future, Three of Wands, anymore. You're blind to it, but yet you still have the will and the determination to move forward. Now, the Three of Swords. Oh, you could be blind to the hurt that has taken place. It's really truly affecting you, King of Cups twice, on an emotional front. This has to do with the past. A Tower, I'm connecting the Three of Swords and the Tower, and how it has blinded you to where you might have imagined, like I said, that projection of knowing where you're going and what you're doing, having this optimistic view. I know this, Leo, because I have experienced this. I have been through this. I imagine myself like my parents, who have been married, I think now for 55 years. I imagine myself married for 25 years, 30, 40, 50 years, for it to Tower have been taken all away instantly, with infidelity and a double life, right? My husband was living a double life. And so then I was blind to how I was going to move forward, what I was going to do. An unemployed stay-at-home mom who's the rug has just been like pulled out from underneath her. I understand this fully and completely, Leo, how this can leave you feeling blind and not being able to see into the future. Three of Wands. And yet this beautiful Three of Wands in your deck is a higher perspective. She's not covered in riches and diamonds, and yet I see her floral crown and sitting in a tree as wealth, as riches, but not in the materialistic way that we have perceived. And then there's this real natural image of the Three of Wands, almost like you do not need all of the materialistic things to feel wealthy, to have a higher perspective, to take a look at these towers as lessons of how you get through them, with the King of Cups twice, with the maturity, with the depth of knowing that these things were to happen to you to take you in a different direction, like in your Tower card, to get you off a path, and I keep feeling, of materialism and into, for some of you, spiritualism. And that leads us to the Page of Pentacles, which is, pages are students. And you're learning to trust in yourself. You're learning to trust in your manifestations. And if your manifestations change from that of the material more into the spiritual, that's okay. That's why the tower has fallen. Everything that you've built under the illusion of materialism has changed. And it's like you're just floating now in the sea of emotions. That's not it. It's almost like the void. Okay. I don't know how to explain or put to words what I'm seeing and feeling with this Six of Swords. I love this image of floating, of resting, of trusting. Like there's a lot of trust. And when the Seven of Swords came out first, that's not trusting, right? Those are lies, deception. But I can also read it as sort of getting away, cutting your losses and getting away, not wasting any more time, effort, money, or thoughts into something that has been blocked with this Tower card. Like a landslide has literally blocked this car. They've got to turn around and take a different way. Chariot, and having the will to turn around instead of just sitting there trying to figure out how to move forward when you cannot physically move forward, and then taking a higher perspective. Three of Wands, looking into the future. Even though you might not see how you're going to move forward, you're still moving forward. And that's trust in your manifestation. Trust and manifestation. Page of Pentacles, clarified by, look, Nine of Pentacles. Exactly. Okay, and Judgment. You're making judgment calls. You're making judgment calls. And I think it's your own judgment. You're trusting yourself, Leo. You're trusting that you are able to get through the towers, the collapses. It could have been a business collapse. It could have been a relationship collapse. These collapses that turn you in a different direction, as your Tower card indicates. And even though with the Two of Swords, you might not be able to go the way you had envisioned because of a collapse that you did not have any control over, you're making a judgment call. You're taking a look at yourself in that mirror and making a judgment call. Like, talk about putting your best foot forward. Look at this guy. He is ready for success. And that is the Nine of Pentacles. I also see the Nine of Pentacles in your deck as relaxing. And it's maybe until you get a clear vision as to how you're going to move forward, but you're putting your best foot forward with that Judgment card. I think you're also making a judgment to choose you over those who have hurt you. Three of Swords, maybe deceived you. Seven of Swords. You're choosing you, Leo. Good for you. And you're leaving that old path that has been blocked with the Tower here. You're leaving it behind. Eight of Cups, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, and you're working on yourself. And Magician, to manifest and trust in what it is that you are manifesting. And it starts with thyself. You know this, Leo. I love this for you. You know this. It gives me also a sense of trusting yourself, because maybe at this time you can't trust anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean to sound pessimistic, or you can't trust anyone. I don't believe that, but I have been in this position where the only person I can trust is myself. The only one. And when you think about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your higher self, which I have said in previous reads, I think your higher self is in fact your guardian angel. If you want to take a look, almost like a Ready Player One, where your higher self is the player, is the game player, and your, I guess, organic self is the organic avatar. You could look at it that way. I mean, that's really out there, but it's, it's a theory. So when you trust yourself, you trust your higher self. And if your higher self is then your soul, that's really you trusting God, because you're a spark of God. You come from source. And so when you trust yourself, you really are trusting and believing in God. Two of Cups, that which you might not see, clarified by Queen of Pentacles. This is the Take Care Queen. The Queen of Pentacles. She nurtures, she grows. And like I say, she takes care. She takes care of all of the connections, and they're all soulmate connections with the Two of Cups, whether they be family connections, friend connections, business partnerships and or connections, and romantic connections. The Queen of Pentacles is the minor to the Empress, which is the major, and she nurtures. She encourages and feeds and grows, and as she's feeding, she feeds your soul, she feeds your body, she feeds your bank account too. This is you, Leo. This is what you might not see, is that you feed into every single connection that you have. So those that hurt you, those that use you, or those that do not feed back, I think you are leaving that behind. And it's through taking a look at yourself, trusting in yourself, taking a look, Three of Wands, from a higher perspective, moving forward with the Chariot after Towers have fallen. You are nurturing and feeding your soul. I like it. I like it, Leo. Let's get an angel. Or sorry, I've been saying that a lot. Let's get an angel number and grabbing the oracles. Let's go for oracle first, then we'll do angel numbers. Let's get an oracle to wrap this up for Leo. One fell to the floor. I got one flipped over. 7th chakra. Wow. We'll talk about being tapped into your higher self right here. The energy of the crown chakra supports our feeling of being connected to a higher power. Yes. And part of a larger whole. I want to get the one that's on the floor. Authenticity, Leo. This is what I was talking about with the influencers, that authenticity is what people are interested in moving forward. The energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of our lives, with others as well as with ourselves. I saw that with the Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, of being authentically you, of being true to who you are, what you stand for, what your beliefs. And again, I kept hearing operating systems. How do you operate, right? And if it changes, it's okay. Alchemy, and this is the change that's going on. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical abilities and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. And we have the magician right here. You're working on yourself with the Seven of Pentacles, investing in yourself, in your, I see in the image, in your physical body, but also in your ability to alchemize energy, King of Cups twice, in your ability to make the right judgment calls, in your ability to bring your dreams, your visions down into this reality with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and nurture them. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Yes. Leo. Loud. Let's get some angel numbers. I see 274. Let's do 274. Leo, your angels are your biggest cheerleaders, and they are with you every step of the way. Rise up. I see that in the Three of Wands, and move beyond all drama. Agreed. Let's do 439. Angels are encouraging you to connect with the divine feminine via prayer, meditation, and going within. That could be your Queen of Pentacles right there. Last one, Leo, I see 737. Angels are encouraging you to stay calm. There's that 6 of Swords. And centered at this time. Trust in the goodness in yourself and in others. Stay focused on the light. As you connect with it, you will create blessings and turn your dreams, magician, into reality. Leo, that is beautiful. If anything in this read resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. And like I said, that's what I see for you, Leo. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care. From your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.